You're in a meeting. You feel it, that pressure, that unmistakable urge. But you can't leave. So you hold it. You clench. You wait. We've all been there, right? Public restrooms are gross. You're stuck in traffic. You're on a date. So you just hold it in. But here's what you don't know. While you're sitting there uncomfortable, something's happening inside your body. Something that could damage your digestive system permanently. Holding your poop isn't just uncomfortable, it's dangerous. And if you do it too often, you're setting yourself up for problems that could haunt you for years. Today I'm going to show you exactly what happens inside your body when you hold it, how your digestive system actually works, and why ignoring that urge could be one of the worst decisions you make for your health. Stick with me, because by the end of this video you'll never look at holding your poop the same way again. How your digestive system actually works. Alright, before we talk about what happens when you hold your poop, you need to understand how the whole system works in the first place. So let's take a journey. From mouth to toilet bowl. Here's what happens to your food. Step 1. The mouth. It all starts when you chew. Your teeth break down food into smaller pieces, and your saliva, loaded with enzymes, starts breaking down carbohydrates right there in your mouth. Chewing isn't just mechanical, it's chemical digestion too. Step 2. The esophagus. You swallow. Food travels down this muscular tube called the esophagus. It squeezes and pushes the food down using rhythmic contractions called peristalsis. Think of it like a wave pushing a surfboard forward. That's peristalsis, and it happens throughout your entire digestive tract. Step 3. The stomach. Food lands in your stomach. Now, your stomach is like a blender mixed with a chemical factory. It churns the food, mixing it with stomach acid and digestive enzymes. This acid is strong, pH around 1.5 to 3.5, strong enough to break down proteins and kill bacteria. After a few hours, your food becomes this soupy mixture called chyme, and it's ready to move on. Step 4. The small intestine. This is where the magic happens. Your small intestine is about 20 feet long, and this is where most of your nutrients get absorbed. Chyme gets mixed with bile from your liver and enzymes from your pancreas. These break down fats, proteins, and carbs even further. Then, tiny finger-like structures called villi absorb nutrients into your bloodstream. By the time food leaves your small intestine, most of the good stuff is gone. What's left? Waste. Step 5. The large intestine, colon. Now we're getting close to poop. Your large intestine is about 5 feet long. Its job? Absorb water and electrolytes from the waste material. As water gets absorbed, the waste becomes more solid. That's how liquid chyme turns into formed stool. Your colon also houses trillions of bacteria, your gut microbiome. These bacteria ferment leftover fiber, produce vitamins like K and B12, and keep your gut healthy. Step 6. The rectum and anus. Finally, the waste reaches your rectum, the last stop before exit. When your rectum fills up, stretch receptors send a signal to your brain. Hey, it's time to go. That's the urge you feel. Your brain then decides, okay, now's a good time, or nope, hold it. If you decide to go, your internal anal sphincter, which is involuntary, relaxes. Then, you consciously relax your external anal sphincter. And boom, poop comes out. But if you decide to hold it, that's when things get complicated. Because your body wasn't designed to store poop long term, it was designed to get rid of it. And when you fight that natural process, consequences follow. What happens when you hold your poop? Okay, so you feel the urge, but you ignore it. You hold it in. Here's what starts happening inside your body, step by step. Stage 1. Your rectum stretches. When you hold your poop, it stays in your rectum longer than it's supposed to. Your rectum stretches to accommodate it. At first, this isn't a big deal. Your rectum can handle it. But here's the problem. The longer poop sits there, the more water your colon absorbs from it. Remember, your colon's job is to absorb water. It doesn't stop just because you're holding it in. So your poop gets drier, harder, more compact, and that sets you up for constipation. Stage 2. The urge fades. Here's something weird. If you hold it long enough, the urge actually goes away. You think, Oh, great. Crisis averted. I don't need to go anymore. But that's not what happened. Your body didn't change its mind. Your rectum just got used to the stretch. The nerve signals stopped firing. It's like when you put on a tight watch. At first, you feel it, but after a while, you forget it's even there. Your nerves adapt. Same thing with poop. Your rectum adapts, and now you've just trained your body to ignore the urge. And that's dangerous, because now your body's natural time to go signal is weaker. You're literally breaking the communication between your gut and your brain. Stage 3. Poop gets stuck. The longer you hold it, the harder your poop becomes, and eventually it can get so hard and dry that it becomes difficult, even painful, to pass. This is called fecal impaction. And it's not just uncomfortable. It's a medical problem. When poop gets impacted, it can block your colon. You might feel bloated, nauseous, or have severe abdominal pain. And in extreme cases, you might need medical intervention to remove it. Yeah, a doctor might have to manually remove your poop. Let that sink in. Stage 4. Damage to your pelvic floor. When you finally do try to go after holding it for too long, your poop is hard, so you strain, you push, you bear down with all your might. And that straining, it puts massive pressure on your pelvic floor muscles, the muscles that support your bladder, intestines, and reproductive organs. Do this repeatedly, and you can damage those muscles. This can lead to hemorrhoids, swollen veins around your anus, anal fissures, tears in the lining of your anus, pelvic organ prolapse, where organs start to sag or drop, weakened bladder control. And here's the thing. Once you damage your pelvic floor, it's hard to fix. You might need physical therapy, surgery in severe cases, all because you didn't want to use a public bathroom. Chronic holding, the long-term damage. Now, holding your poop once in a while? Probably not a huge deal. Your body can handle it occasionally. But if you're someone who regularly holds it because you hate public bathrooms, or you're always too busy, or you just ignore the urge out of habit, you're setting yourself up for chronic problems. Let's talk about what happens when holding your poop becomes a pattern. Problem number 1. Chronic constipation. When you repeatedly ignore the urge to poop, your body starts to lose sensitivity. Your rectum stretches out. Your nerves stop sending strong signals. And now, you're not just holding it by choice. You genuinely don't feel the urge anymore. This leads to chronic constipation, a condition where you struggle to have regular bowel movements. You might go days without pooping. And when you do, it's painful. Chronic constipation affects about 16% of adults in the U.S., and one of the biggest causes? Ignoring the urge to go. Problem number 2, megacolon. This is rare, but terrifying. If you hold your poop for an extreme amount of time, we're talking weeks, your colon can become so stretched out that it loses its ability to contract properly. This condition is called megacolon, and when your colon can't contract, it can't push poop out. You become dependent on laxatives, enemas, or even surgery. There have been documented cases of people, often because of extreme anxiety around public bathrooms, who held their poop so long that they developed life-threatening bowel obstructions. It sounds extreme, but it happens. Problem number 3, fecal incontinence. Here's the irony. Holding your poop too much can eventually make it so you can't hold it at all. When you repeatedly stretch your rectum and damage your pelvic floor, you can lose control over your bowel movements. This is called fecal incontinence. Imagine this. You're walking. Suddenly you feel wetness. You didn't even feel the urge, but you just leaked stool. That's what happens when the muscles and nerves controlling your bowels get damaged from chronic holding and straining. And it's more common than you think, especially in older adults. But it can start earlier if you've spent years abusing your digestive system. Problem number 4, increased risk of colon issues. Holding your poop means waste sits in your colon longer. And the longer it sits, the more toxins and waste products are in contact with your intestinal lining. Some research suggests that chronic constipation and slow bowel transit time may increase the risk of diverticulitis, inflamed pouches in the colon, hemorrhoids, colorectal polyps. Now, does holding your poop directly cause colon cancer? The evidence isn't strong enough to say that definitively, But chronic constipation and poor bowel habits are associated with higher risks of colon problems. So why take the chance? Problem number 5. It messes with your gut bacteria. Your gut microbiome, those trillions of bacteria living in your intestines, thrives on regular movement. When waste moves through your system at a normal pace, your gut bacteria stay balanced. But when poop sits too long, the bacterial environment changes. Harmful bacteria can overgrow. Beneficial bacteria can die off. This can lead to bloating, gas, inflammation, and even conditions like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Your gut health affects everything: your immune system, your mood, your energy levels. So when you mess with your gut by holding poop, you're not just affecting digestion, you're affecting your whole body. Why do people hold their poop? Okay, so we know holding your poop is bad, but let's be real. People do it all the time. Why? Reason number 1. Public bathrooms are gross. This is the big one. Nobody wants to poop in a public restroom. They're dirty. They smell. There's no privacy. You can hear everything. Someone might be waiting outside, so you hold it until you get home. And sometimes that's hours away. Reason number 2, social embarrassment. Pooping is stigmatized. We don't talk about it. We're embarrassed by the sounds, the smells, the idea that someone might know we're pooping. So at work, at a friend's house, on a date, forget it, you'll hold it. Reason number 3, you're too busy. You're in back-to-back meetings. You're stuck in traffic. You're in the middle of a workout. You tell yourself, I'll go later. But later turns into hours, and by then, the urge is gone. Reason number 4, medical anxiety. Some people have such severe anxiety around pooping in public that they develop a condition called parcopresis, basically a phobia of pooping outside their home. This can lead to people holding it for dangerously long periods. Here's the truth. All of these reasons are understandable, but none of them are worth the damage you're doing to your body. You need to reframe how you think about pooping. It's not gross. It's not embarrassing. It's a necessity. It's your body doing what it's supposed to do, and ignoring it, that's what's actually harmful. What should you do instead? All right, so what's the solution? How do you break the habit of holding your poop? Tip number 1, listen to your body. When you feel the urge, go. Don't wait. Don't ignore it. Don't put it off. Your body is telling you it's time. Trust it. The more you ignore the urge, the weaker that signal becomes, and eventually you won't feel it at all. Then you're stuck with chronic constipation. Tip number 2, find a bathroom you're comfortable with. If public bathrooms freak you out, scope out the cleanest, quietest ones near your regular spots: work, gym, grocery store. Some people even carry sanitizing wipes or a small air freshener spray. Do whatever makes you comfortable. Tip number 3, establish a routine. Try to poop at the same time every day, ideally in the morning after coffee or breakfast. This trains your digestive system to expect it. Your gut likes routine. Feed it, move your body, and give it time to do its thing. Tip number 4, stay hydrated and eat fiber. Drinking plenty of water and eating 25 to 30 grams of fiber daily keeps your stool soft and easier to pass. When your poop is soft, you're less likely to strain, and you're more likely to go when you feel the urge. Tip number 5, don't strain. If you sit down and nothing happens after a few minutes, don't force it. Get up, walk around, try again later. Straining damages your pelvic floor and can cause hemorrhoids and fissures. It's not worth it. Tip number 6, consider a squatting position. Here's a weird one. Your colon naturally kinks when you sit at a 90-degree angle, but when you squat, that kink straightens out, making it easier to poop. You don't have to squat over the toilet. Just use a footstool, like a squatty potty, to elevate your feet. This changes the angle and makes pooping easier. Tip number 7, seek help if you need it. If you're dealing with chronic constipation, pain, or anxiety around pooping, talk to a doctor. You might need a gastroenterologist to check for underlying issues, pelvic floor physical therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy if you have bathroom anxiety. There's no shame in getting help. These are real medical issues, and they're treatable. The bottom line. Let's bring this all together. Your digestive system is a finely tuned machine. It's designed to move food through, absorb nutrients, and get rid of waste efficiently. When you hold your poop, you interrupt that process. You force waste to sit longer than it should. You dry it out, you stretch your rectum, you weaken the signals between your gut and your brain. And over time, you damage your body. Here's what can happen if you make holding your poop a habit: chronic constipation, fecal impaction, hemorrhoids and anal fissures, pelvic floor damage, weakened bowel control, potential long-term colon issues. All of this because you didn't want to use a public bathroom, or because you were too busy or too embarrassed. But here's the thing. Your health is more important than your discomfort. Your body is more important than your schedule. Pooping is natural, it's necessary, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So the next time you feel that urge, don't ignore it. Don't hold it, just go. Your gut will thank you. Your pelvic floor will thank you. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Because taking care of your digestive system now means avoiding painful, embarrassing, and expensive problems later. It's really that simple. Listen to your body, respect the process, and let it do what it's designed to do. All right, that's everything you need to know about what happens when you hold your poop and why you should never make it a habit. If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button and drop a comment below. Tell me, have you ever held your poop for way too long? What happened? Let's talk about it. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, that friend who's always too busy to go, or that person who refuses to use public bathrooms, share this video with them. You might literally save them from a lifetime of digestive problems. Subscribe if you want more real science-backed health content that actually matters. No fluff, just facts. Take care of your gut, and I'll see you in the next one.